Okay, so here we are again into our new video where we will create a REST API and talk about some theory stuff in the end. So first, for now, let's just jump right into the implementation part. So here I'm at my terminal right now. So let's jump into our project folder. So slash media code. Yeah. So let me create a new folder for the YouTube purpose projects and yeah. So yeah, first, so let's create our project folder and we'll name it REST API. For now, just it's just a REST API. So cd REST API, and let's just init our project and with the command npm init -y with the default settings on. So I guess our project package.json file is created here. So let's just open our Visual Studio Code. So yeah, here we are at our Visual Studio Code. Let's create a file server.js and also install npm install express. So we have our express module installed here. So let's just import it like this. By the way, if you want me to create projects in TypeScript, you can just let me know in the comments. Thank you so much. And let's create an object name app and by using express. Okay, also let's create a port here and let's call it 3000 for default right now. And let's just say if you want to provide any uh, port from the environment variable, so we can just say yeah. Okay, so I think the order is wasn't supposed to be like this. Okay, so delete. Okay, then let's go app.listen, then our port, then let's not request a response. Okay, so yeah, and let's just say console.log, and then just a message, a callback function with a message of server is up and running on port 3000, not 3000. Let's just say okay, port. Okay, yeah, okay. Also we should install okay, so also we should install our nodemon. Okay, so npm install nodemon as a we'll be installing it as a dev dependency. So if I go here, yeah, so we have installed nodemon, and also we'll create a script and we'll call it start or dev. Let's call it dev, as we are all dev. Seems cool. Okay, server.js, nodemon server.js. So this will start our server using nodemon, by which we can whenever we make some changes here, our server will restart automatically. Okay, so yeah, everything is recording. Okay, so let's run it. npm run dev. Okay, so our server is up and running on port 3000. Okay, so let's first of all let's create a request app.get, and let's okay, this will be our home route, and also a callback function with the request response arguments, and then let's just do some random rest.send message true, and okay, message true name, let's just call it success true, and message, yeah, everything is fine, say maybe. Okay, so let's see if it's working or not. Okay, so localhost 3000. So yeah, as I said, using nodemon, whatever changes we make in our server.js file, it will be, our server will automatically restart or refresh itself. So we have made our first route here. Okay, so as the REST API contain will perform CRUD operations for now, so let's just create a object here, cons or let temp object. Okay, and in this get operation, we want to send just our temp object for now with a status of 200, obviously, with the status of 200 of okay. Okay, let's see if it's getting here or getting somewhere or not. Yeah, so we got an empty object for now. Let's open the Postman. Okay, so Postman is, yeah. So let's create a okay, that's the first time I'm starting this. Okay, so first of all we have get data. Okay, so let's okay, so HTTP localhost 3000. Okay, okay, so first this API will be, just giving us all the records we are storing in it. And let's do one thing also. Instead of temp object, let's make it an array here. Yeah, so temp array that will store all our information here. So if I send again, okay, so no. Okay, so temp array, yeah. If I send, yeah, so we got the array here, and let's just duplicate this here, right here, so that we can also get the uh, you know records with some specific ID. And okay, so let's see if it's working. So first of all, it's working right now. And for the post data, so let's so for and in here we want our API to insert documents. So yeah, so let's typic HTTP. Okay, so right now there's no there is nothing here. So instead of, yeah, so app.get and not app.get, as we are making the post request, app.post, and then create, let's call it create, and then request and response. Okay, and then so let's get the cons name and name, age, and gender properties from our payload request dot using request dot body. So this one is called destructuring. This one is called destructuring in JavaScript. So basically, what happens here is instead of request dot body dot, instead of getting request dot body dot get name or then age like this, request dot body dot age, I can just simply say key, yep, extract all of them at once like this. So that this concept is called destructuring in JavaScript. So you can look it up online if you want to know more about it. Okay, so let's okay, so we want our records to have a unique ID, and we can do this uh, so we can do this using either using a simply just using a pointer here. Let's call it ID or I pointer. Then let's give it an ID initial value of 0 or 1. And so whenever we got these information, name, age, and gender. Okay, so let's just insert it, temp array dot push, and then simply just this object name, age, and then gender, and plus we will provide an ID here, ID. Okay, and then simply just simply we will just increase increase this number here. id is equals to I, and then we'll just say key, yeah, increase I whenever we are pushing data into our temp array. And for more organized purpose, I can just move it right here and move this all right here, and then data dot push. Okay, now let's just rest our status 201 for the created, and then send data. So yeah, so this one I guess should work. Okay, let's go to Postman and then create and then body. Okay, and then give it name. Let's give it a name Peter. Age 30. Gender male, and then gender male, and I guess that's all information we need to create it. Okay, so let's send it. Okay, so we got an error. Okay, let's see the server request.body is it name, it's undefined name. Okay, let's do it again. Send. Okay, we got the error again, request.body, and as it is undefined. Okay, so what happened here? Name. Okay, so right now let's just log it. Okay, and then goes log request dot body. Again, it's request dot post, and let's just send it. Okay, I don't care why we are as it is. The name of request dot body. Again, let's do this. Undefined. Okay, why? Okay, so to get the JSON data, we have to set up a middleware also. So we can do this by app dot use and then express dot JSON to get the JSON body here. Okay, again I got this again. Okay, so data is undefined. Okay, so let's just uncomment this part right here and delete this one. So if you want to if you want your server to understand the JSON data, you have to use this middleware right here, app.use express.json. Okay, so let's create it again. Okay, so we got this. If I send again, I got an ID of 2 here right now. Again 3, again 4. Okay, and if I were to access it right here, so yeah, so we got all of these persons here, data right here. So yeah, so let's create a get route also to get data to get data for for a particular ID. I can just say this will be an home, this will be an home route, and request or response. Okay, and then const again id equals request dot params dot id. Okay, and then I can simply just say, okay, so I can just simply go here, right here, and id. Okay, so I can just get here id, and then I can just say temp array dot id, sorry, dot filter const result here, and then filter element, then the callback function, and element dot id is equals to id. Simple. And then rest dot simply just rest dot result. Okay, Okay, so let's go right here and then create some entries, 2, 3, 4, and then get here and give it an ID of 2. Okay, so there's nothing right here right now here. Again, why? So I provide this ID right here. Let's see. Okay, so I guess it's uh 2, 3, and then ID 2. Okay, so I got this. So right, the error was whenever we use 3 equal signs, it basically forces JavaScript to only look for the entries which is perfectly same as the data type of ID. So right now ID is string here, and this ID is an integer here. So that's why we didn't get any results. Now if I go here and if I go here, so nothing right now. So if I send 1, 2, then 2 again, so I got this result. Okay, so now we want it to update something. So HTTP again, localhost 3000, and right now this, let's call it update. Okay, so right now we have let's see, right now we have update and with the ID. So we want to update the ID, update in document with the ID of 1. So let's do this here. I think we can use map here right now. App.put again update here, request, then response again, and we have to request.query.id, and then again we'll say key. We will have to find it. Okay, so let's, sorry for the break, cut the break part. Okay, so let's get the new data from request.body, and index, then temp array dot find index, then object dot id is equals to id, and then if index is not equals to -1, then simply just array of not the sorry, temp array, then index, then again index, and now this time new data. Okay, let us start status 200, and just simply a message send. We'll send a message right now, not the actual data. Entry update is successfully. Entry update is successfully, and let's just send the data also, temp array, then index. Okay, and if we don't have any index, then we will just say status 404, and just we'll just send the message data not found. Okay, and we'll just save it right now, and let's jump into the postman again, and then with the update and ID. So let's just create something right now, 123, and then inside the post body. Okay, so ID1, and we want to name it instead of Peter we want to name it Lewis. If I send here right now, so we got an error again. So let's see what's this time. Okay, localhost 3000 update. Okay. I don't get this. App.put update. Okay. That's okay. So okay, so pardon me. I did local host, and then okay. So data not found. We have to create some new entries. 1, 2, 3, and then ID1. Then yeah. So we made it okay to Lovis and ID1. So let's search it. Yeah, if it's verified. Okay, so Lovis. So we can also change the gender right here right now. Gender, and let's call it female, and so use comma female, and let's just send it. Okay, so it's female now. So if I go here and send, okay, so it's female. So that's how you can update the documents also. Now we want to delete something, so let's create a route for it again. This time we'll use app.delete, and then delete simple request response, and then this time id. So const id is equals to request.params.id for the id. And let's do one thing. Instead of uh changing the triple equal assignment operators into only two, we can just simply convert the id from string to integer. Okay, so let's delete uh, okay, so now we want to delete it, so we can use splice right now. So let's get the index, temp array find index, then element, and then element dot id is equals to id. Then if index is not equals to -1, it's not equals to -1, let's just array sorry temp array dot no. Temp array, then dot splice, then index, and only we want to splice only one element. So yeah, and then once it's done, we want to send status 200 again to send key. Yeah. Entry deleted successfully. And if let's say if we don't get to find the document with the provided id, we can just simply say keys dot status 404 dot send message no entry found. Okay, let's just beautify this code of ours. And if I go here and then here again, let's http localhost 3000 and delete with id1. If I send here, so again an error, delete, cannot delete. Why? Okay, I have a route here slash delete 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 and id. Okay, so I don't need this one right here. Okay, that's why it's okay. So no entry found. Let's create some entries. 1 2 3 4, and let's see if I can. Okay, so we have 1 2 3 4 IDs here, and let's just give it an delete the ID one. So no entry found. Why no entry found? So I guess again there is some issue with this type checking. Again no entry found. Okay, let's 1 2 3 4, and then let's delete this one right now. Okay, so again, why no entry found? Console.log in ID, first of all ID, and then index, and then let's just index 1. Okay, not a number, it's getting not a number here. ID. Okay, so that's why. Okay, let's just now that should work. Okay, so okay, got it. I should use query here, so that's why it happened. Post and then delete. Okay, I did it successfully, and if I go here, there's only 2. If I go here, create right now 3. If I go here and send, I have 3, and then we can simply just delete the 2 here and delete it successfully. And if I go here right now, yeah. So that was your REST API. That's the whole source code. If you want to take a good look. Thank you for watching, and let me know if you have any doubts and query, and a part in a specific part in the video where you didn't get to understand keywords happening. So you can just ping me down in the comments, and I'll try my best to reply as quick as possible. So that's it for today. See you in the next one.